Hi, I'm Thomas and I make stuff, and today I'm actually still waiting for some epoxy to dry. So, in the meantime, we'll be making something. Yeah. Today I'll be making something. Now, we have some scrap wood right here. It's very nice wood, but thing is, we've done a lot with wood. I'd like to do some metal work, but my angle grinder broke, so let's do some cooking. Now you see, normally we bake our own bread. Got some flour in there, more flour right here. Now, the bread I baked last time is almost gone. It's all disappeared in here, so I'll be baking some more bread, and I'll gladly take you along the journey. Now, normally I make 2 breads at once because 2 breads fit in our oven, but not more than 2, and it's better to bake 2 breads at once for energy efficiency and stuff like that. And I've noticed that this part right here is just the right amount for 2 breads. What I do is I take one of these bags and I fill up this bowl. Now this is some like multi-grain bread stuff. It's not in English, but if you speak French or German or Dutch, then you'll be able to read this. Then just pause the video for a while and then you can enjoy this mix. So anyway, this is what I use. There's a bunch of things in here. It's mostly white flour dough, and I just fill up this little bowl. Let's do that. And then I just go like this, hop, like that. Beautiful. And just go like this. Very careful, don't make it fall, don't make it fall. Please don't make it fall. Please don't mess this up. Well, right about there, right to the top. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, very cool. Put the lid on top, and then I take this thing in. Scale. Take the flour, put it all in the bowl. We can see we've got 882 grams. We divide that by 2, which gives us 441, and then I round that off to about 500. Let's grab ourselves a bowl and fill it up with some water. Yep, 505. That's perfect. Reset it. 16 grams of salt, some yeast, a bunch of seeds, little piece of butter because, I mean, obviously. Well, that's about it, I guess. We take the bowl, put it in here, and put the thingy on top. Voila, like that. Put it down and put it on this thing for, yeah, like 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes later.
It's 20 minutes later now, and still going strong. And as you can see, we have a very nice ball of dough. What I then do is just put the plate on top, and let it rest for like 2 hours. Hi. And then I just hope it doesn't become some kind of weird monster, because sometimes it does. Oh yeah. 2 hours later. Now, it's actually been a few hours. The bread has had more than enough time to cool for now. So, let's take a look. I have to put it in another place because we ate and it couldn't really be on a chair. But as you can see, it's swollen a bit. And next, I would normally put this in the fridge, but for filming reasons, I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna take this straight into these beautiful little baking thing. What I then do is I grab myself some butter and some kitchen paper, and I make them look like this and like that. Then I'm gonna take our dough and I'm gonna make some balls. Another thing that might really help when your dough is a little bit too wet and you're not really comfortable to work with it, and just make your hands a little bit wet, and then they don't stick that well to the dough. Be careful though, because they will dry out and then the dough will stick again. So regularly, make your hands a little bit wet. Anyway, now that we have these two beautiful balls of dough, I like to just put them onto the table, grab a towel and make it wet. Then you take the towel and you put it on top, just like so. And now we'll let that rest for another hour or so. Now, got our beautiful dough balls here, but as you can see they haven't really risen enough, so put this one on again and wait for another hour or so. Now, you might have noticed that I'm not really using a recipe. I'm kind of freehanding it, yes. And you know why that is? It's because baking bread, just the basic bread, is really not that hard. Gotta get those curing times a little bit right and stuff, but just go look up a recipe, and I suggest starting off with white bread. I mean, even if you don't really like white bread, it's gonna be so much easier to just start off with white bread, get that right, and then start with some other flours and stuff. Yeah, go bake your own bread. It's really easy, you save money, and it really doesn't take that much time. Oh! And on top of that, I forgot to mention this, but baking bread is really, really fun. Anyway, let's take a look at how our dough is doing. Oh boy, would you check that out, that's looking gorgeous. Now, I'll be reheating this little oven right here to set this up 200 degrees right there. This is Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Well, now that the oven is preheated, we will shove our two little breads right in there and bake them for about half an hour, and then we will lower it to 180 degrees and then bake them off for about 10 minutes. I think that should be totally fine. Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's another reason you want to bake yourself. Obviously it's bread. There's another reason you want to bake your bread yourself. The smell. It's wonderful. Your whole house will smell like freshly baked bread. Isn't that just wonderful? Oh boy. I can already smell it now. It's great. I love it. Now baking bread isn't just all fun. To every up there is also a down. And with bread it will not surprise you that is also clearly the case, as you can see by this. Well, as you can see, the breads are looking beautiful. Now I know it's not very good to do this, but just to show you, take the bread and listen to that. Doesn't that sound amazing? Well, the 40 minutes have passed. I've taken them out of the oven and they look absolutely gorgeous. I've even cut a slice off and ate that, and it tastes pretty good, yeah. And especially the smell of freshly baked bread. Absolutely wonderful. Oh yes. Well, anyway, this was me making a bread. I hope you learned something from this and you enjoyed this, and I especially hope that now you will go to your kitchen, get some flour, get some water, get some yeast, and make some bread. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, as long as you have the luxury of having an oven, because that's pretty important. Bread. Anyway, enough of me rambling on about bread and stuff, so I will see you in next week's video. Bye!